welcome Let's All Be Heard. Okay. Wait. I have a leveler on, right?
This is for the room.
Okay. Oh, got it. Okay. All right. I'm Greg McHale. I'm the founder of Let's All Do Good, which is the company that also has Let's All Be Heard. The green one is Let's All Do Good. The purple one is Let's All Be Heard. Let's All Be Heard is for politics, and we're just introducing that now. So I'm going to show you the thing, and then I'm going to take you through a really quick presentation that'll explain why we're doing what we're doing. So Let's All Be Heard is for PACs and special interest groups and candidates and campaigns and unions to connect to their members, their supporters. The basic idea is really simple. Email sucks. So does social, and everybody wants to reach their supporters on their smartphones. That's what this thing does. There's two simple components to it. A type simple CMS and the Let's All Be Heard app. Universal app, any organization can be in it. You follow, you only hear from who you're following from. So I'm going to launch Let's All Be Heard, and I'm a member of your union local 1234. So the first place it takes me to is updates, which is Tinder for politics. And so if I don't care about something, I swipe left and throw it away. If I do care about it and I want to bookmark it, I swipe right. Down underneath, if I tap the calendar button, it's on my calendar and I'll never miss that monthly meeting again. If I tap the social share, I share it out to Facebook, to Twitter, to any social platform. When I'm done looking at my updates, I can go to the home view. The home view is the collection of current items from the organizations that matter to me, and so I can go over to events, and so I'll look at the September monthly meeting. They can publish pictures and video and information about the meeting. The Learn More is what we call the good link. They can put any label on that and then connect it to anywhere on the web they want people to go to. Social share, add directions, add to calendar, get directions. All of this was created but was just by typing in fields. There's no technology that anybody needs to understand. And so what's even better is Susan, my co-founder. The union member doesn't have to be looking at the app when Susan sends out a push notification and I tap and it launches and it takes me to, my gosh, this just went out to 8,000 people have asked me, Local 199, here's the latest on our contract updates. Tap, I can see the proposal, share it, et cetera, et cetera. Makes it remarkably simple for these organizations to connect to their supporters, to their members on their smartphones. So with that, Chris, I'm going to switch back. And I'm just going to go through some slides really quickly. Cool. All right. So the first market we're going after are unions, because there's a lot of them. 14.5 million, 14.7 million members, 20,000+ union locals, 60 million family and friends, 100K plus political allies. And again, we call this, any place we walk into, we call this the 3 yeses. Do you have a problem with email? Yes. Do you have a problem with social? Yes. Would you like to reach your members, your supporters on their smartphones? It's always a yes. 90% of the time we spend on a smartphone, we spend it in an app, meaning only 10% of the time is spent in mobile web. So there's this remarkably simple, type simple, there is no training, CMS. You literally just fill in fields, publish this beautiful content, and it lands in the app with push notifications, updates, and the individual items. The pricing's really simple. It's $599 a year per union local. Doesn't matter how many items you publish, doesn't matter how many members you have, doesn't matter how many push notifications you send. Most platforms in this space charge based upon the number of members that you have. We don't do that. It's $599 a year. The unions we meet with think we're missing a zero, but we're not, because we want to roll everybody up. This is the tech group. We couldn't do it in batch COBOL, so that took me out of the running to write the code. So that's how this thing is written. It's infinitely scalable in Android and iOS. So the cool thing here is, how do you get people into your app? Right? The biggest problem you have when you're in the app business is marketing your app to people so that they get the app. We don't do that. We don't market the app. Of course we don't. The union does, or the politician does, or the candidate does. They tell their supporters to get the app, and we make that easy. We've got a unique link for every organization. It's called the All Aboard. And they include that in any of their digital materials. And when you click on it, it'll take you to the App Store to Be Heard. And when Be Heard is downloaded, that organization is favorited. And that's the one you're hearing from. You only hear from whoever you want to hear from. If another organization or a candidate starts using it, you click on They're All Aboard, you don't get the app again. Now they're favorited. Now you're getting updates from those two organizations. We've also done it so that you can, we call it text aboard. You take that unique code and text it to 555-888. You get an immediate link back, click, get the app. Now you're following the organization. It's incredibly simple for these unions, politicians to start rolling up a lot of their members and supporters. But that's just the beginning. This is not just for unions. It's for candidates, campaigns, PACs, special interest groups. It's red, it's blue. And there's a set of features that are coming that are really quite remarkable. They're going to be, instead of sending out a push notification to everybody, we're turning on a feature this fall called Time and Place, which means when you get to that time and that place, a push notification comes in. So when you arrive at the union rally or the strike point, a push notification comes into your phone. When you go there the next day, it's the same place, but it's not the same time. Force multiplier is a way for these organizations, candidates, campaigns, unions to work together with others. Nobody wants to share their email list, but everybody wants to leverage everybody else's group of people. They can do that with this. So these are all optional features that, quite frankly, as we show them, they kind of go crazy. That's our story, and there's a video there, but I don't need to show you that because I've already shown you the app. That's it. Questions? I know it was comprehensive, but.
How many unions are using it now?
So we've partnered with, we're partnering with AFL-CIOs. AFL-CIOs are kind of the political arm of unions. So the AFL-CIO and New York City Central Labor Council, which has 300 member unions and 1.3 million members, is promoting it out to all of their unions. So we're in the dozens. Next month we'll be in the hundreds. We're doing stuff with New York State. We just met with a political organization down in Florida today. They want to roll it out across all of Broward County. There's literally hundreds of applications of it.
So the price point works if you get a huge union and they start using tons of your...
You know, the push platform is Firebase from Google, so it's free. The platform runs on AWS. There's not a lot of data that you're shoving around, and so there's not a lot of data there, and so it's an incredibly cheap platform to run. Yep.
Are you going to help unions understand what's working and what's not working by being able to track what's coming down and who's doing what and the whole back-end data?
Yes.
How does that work?
So today it's just purely a communications platform. And then there's this set of features that are coming this fall. When you talk to unions, and we've talked to a lot of unions, unions are concerned about driving union density within a state and bringing obviously more members into the union. And so helping them understand what people are responding to and when they're responding to it and when to communicate with them and physically where to communicate with them is incredibly important. But that's, there's a simple set of metrics in the platform today. How many followers do you have? How many people are interacting with your content, so on and so forth. But it is a big data platform. There's a lot of cool stuff that we can do moving forward.
Are you going to do that?
Yes. Yeah. And so let me hit the one feature, because this is one of the coolest things for the unions. Right now today, and this is particularly on the blue side, so a candidate calls up the union and says, hey, I've got a rally, you should send your members. And they've got to get the person at the union person has to say yes, they have to send out the email. The member has to read it. In this feature that's coming called Force Multiplier, the candidate can create an item in our platform, which they would naturally send out to their own supporters. But within the CMS, they can send it over to the union. The union either says yay or nay. If they say yay, it then goes out to all of their members. All of the information, the item's already been created. The cool thing is the union can choose to monetize the access to their members. So it turns out that the unions can make money with this. They can turn around and say, you can reach out to my members, but it's 20 cents a head. which incidentally is the way, according to campaign finance laws, it's actually supposed to work. So it's a cool way for the union to make money. Yep.
Have you been able to track the speed at which, once a union starts using it, that their members start downloading the app? Is there some trajectory that you can have been able to glean from, hey, within 4 months we've got 20% penetration, within a year we've got 90% penetration or something?
Yeah, so yes, good question. And so it depends on the union how they promote it, right? Because they can promote it in a whole bunch of different places, literally standing in front of people or putting in digital or analog things. So we've got a school union, teacher union down in Florida, and they've just gone like that because they've promoted it. And even though the teachers are out in summer, everybody's getting the app. But so, we tell a union, and it could be with a campaign, anywhere from 1 to 90 days, you should be plus 50% penetration of your base. But, I mean, what do we know? But that's what we think. There was another one someplace. Oh. Yep.
I noticed you have 2 different names. Let's All Be Heard, Let's All Do Good. Is
Yep.
this part of an overall branding strategy?
So Let's All Do Good is both the company and the cause product, right? For nonprofits and nonprofits and community groups. Let's All Be Heard is a separately branded product just for this vertical. So we actually have 3 lines of business: Let's All Do Good, cause; Let's All Be Heard, politics; and then what we call powered by. People can license this platform and do kind of cool stuff with it in enthusiast markets. So, and that's it. Cool, thank you.